You know your society is a little bit doomed when the voice of reason in the movie that captures it is a man who's obsessed with nugs, chillin', and grindage. And you may be asking yourself, what are you talking about? Well, today, on day 122 of the year of vlogging dangerously, it's Movie May, day 1, and I am going to be talking today about Encino Man. And Encino Man is a movie that came to us in the early 90s, in 1992, directed by a man named Les Mayfield, who, as far as I know, didn't do much of anything else. It was written by a man who went on to write a movie about a dog and a man switching bodies, and a woman who went on to write, well, another Pauly Shore classic, Son-in-Law, and then became an actress and more recently appeared in and wrote a few episodes of Weeds. The principal actors in this movie were Sean Astin, Pauly Shore, and Brendan Fraser. And right away you may be asking yourself, when it comes to the Encino Man thing, why Encino Man? Why not one of Pauly Shore's other luminously amazing movies such as Biodome or In the Army Now? And I'll tell you, simply, Brendan Fraser. That's the answer. It's a one-word, it's a two-word answer. It's a name. It's Brendan Fraser. What have I got to say about Encino Man? Why did I pick Encino Man? Well, it was the 90s. And in the 90s, you know, Pauly Shore could come off as the voice of reason. He could come off as a man in a movie that you would listen to, and he would give some wisdom. Because really, when it came down to it, there were three people you paid attention to in this movie primarily. There was Sean Astin's Dave character. There is Stoney, played by Pauly Shore, and Linkovich Chomovsky, played by Brendan Fraser. Of course, Linkovich Chomovsky is a caveman. The Encino Man movie is about two slacker losers, or two losers who find a caveman while one of them is digging a pool in his backyard to try and become the king of prom. You know, it's your typical everyday high school movie. Sean Astin plays basically a fucking unlovable loser who spends the whole movie thinking he's going to win popularity by making some grand gesture. And when he discovers a caveman, his only thought is, let's thaw him out and he'll teach us how to be cool. So I found his character ridiculously unlikable, and I focused instead on the dynamic between Brendan Fraser's caveman and the lovable loser Stoney, who all he really wants to do is be the caveman's friend. And it's a wonderful movie. It's a great, fun, brain-dead 90s movie where, you know, everybody's just so fundamentally fucked and lost in their own little world that Pauly Shore comes off as the only one who talks any kind of sense in the movie. That's what amuses the living hell out of me. And really, if you haven't seen it, give it a view. If you've seen it before and it didn't hurt your brain too much, watch it. It's funny. It's good. It also features appearances by two other fairly notable actors, Michael DeLuise, who went on to play a convict with gills in Sequest, and Rose McGowan of Planet Terror fame, and various other projects. What have I got to say? I love this movie. I just do. It had to be the lead, because when I saw it on the shelf the other day when I was buying DVDs for this, and I did buy DVDs for Movie May, it was one of those ones that struck me, and I said, I remember that movie. It was great. It featured such amazingly insightful lines as "Wheezing the Juice" and "Meat Group." What's not to love? Really. And that's it, when it comes down to it, really. That's all you got to have in a movie, is a movie that makes you laugh. It makes you wince a little bit, too, because honestly, Sean Astin's hopelessly in love loser is, you know, a lot of us have been in that position where we love somebody, or we think we love somebody, and we want to be with them, but they want no part of us. We're in the friend zone, so to speak, and we're stuck there. I've been there before. I'm not afraid to say it. And yeah, it sucks. But that grand gesture goofball thing, just couldn't get over it. And Brendan Fraser steals the show. As over-the-top as Pauly Shore is throughout this entire movie, as much of a goof as he is through this entire movie, he is always that goof. He is not much other than that goof. He has his moments of zen, but he's not really stretching outside of that character. Brendan Fraser goes and gets this whole journey from being clueless caveman to being, you know, new explorer. Basically, it's like he stepped out of a spaceship and onto an alien world in his mind, and he goes to culture shock, crazy man, and then, you know, he realizes what's going on, and he gets this journey, all conveyed with very few words. You know, check the nugs, I think, is his longest, or check the nugs, wheezing the juice, buddy, is about his longest line in the entire movie. And yet, he conveys a huge amount of emotion. Brendan Fraser, stealing the show. And that's, I think I'll leave it at that for Movie May. Movie May is going to bring you a lot of movies that you're going to go, say, what? But I got a reason for loving every single one of them, or some of them are going to be brand new to me, and we're going to enjoy them together. So, for today, Encino Man was the movie of the day. If you have, as usual, any questions, comments, concerns, or death threats, you know, or put them in the comments section below. And I look forward to hearing what your thoughts about this movie are if you watch it.